literally like Mamba mentality. I dug to my toes and just fucking like put this thing away.
Didn't have any shoes on, so I'm standing on the curb in buttfuck, Mississippi, 4 a.m. with no shoes.
We're taking the tour tonight.
I was like, let's go to Italy.
You think I'm driving a Hyundai Santa Fe if I'm getting paid by the books?
The floor for like 3 minutes.
I mean, I called it. I've told Trent, I told everyone here, I've never been so confident going into a big game and just knowing we're going to win. I told him all we had to do was contain Jalen Milroe, quarterback contain. Don't let them run all over you. We win that football game, and that's what we did. So
Absolute piss,
We're here.
Mikey.
It was piss. Trip as a whole though was fun. I thought the Alabama's campus was gorgeous.
It was actually so much nicer than I thought it was going to be.
very
Yeah.
nice. But let me just say, the Alabama fans suck. Like, they suck. They were not
I would
welcoming
say-
at all. Like, it was just so hostile.
Keep in mind, she wore a Quinn Ewers jersey at Tuscaloosa. Like that was never.
Yeah, but you're
gonna
gonna
be
have visitors every home game, right? Like, it's nothing new. But like, the older fans were pretty nice, but the students, like,
I mean,
They
you're
can
That's
go
never
suck it.
gonna be
Texas.
welcoming.
You're
yeah.
like the Dallas Cowboys of college football. Your fans are gonna love you.
yeah,
The rest of the landscape of the fucking league's gonna hate you.
yeah.
When you leave Texas, like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I was just as bad for Providence basketball when we had like Georgetown or those schools coming to town, like Villanova kids. It's the same shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I just
They've
feel
been
like
drinking beers all
that's
day.
your like conference. I mean, it's gonna be our conference next year too. But it was just like really, I was like, wow, like. I mean, I respect it, but it just
least
made the
we-
win feel so much better.
We were sitting by like a lot of Texas fans. At least
We
yeah.
were. I did get lucky with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in the student section for the first quarter, Mikey and
It
I,
was electric.
Yeah.
and the entire section was like, Trent, we need you to lock this in. All of us are riding. First quarter under. I need you to put 5 units on it. I was already had fucking 25 units on this game pending. I really didn't want to, but for the vibe, like I had to. So we locked it in.
Yeah.
And we were sweating that shit out so hard,
Air.
and it ended up being free as fuck.
Well, keep in mind we're like standing on these bleachers, and their student section are metal bleachers, and everyone just basically stands all the time. So we're like literally like sardines, like literally on top of each other.
Yeah.
And Trent is a row below me, and we like didn't even talk the whole first quarter because like you can't talk, like it was so loud.
Yeah.
There's like 10 minutes till kickoff, but I see his phone is out and the book is open, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, Trent, Trent. I'm like hitting. He's like, get him. And he gets me, like turns around. I was like, what are you nuking? And he like looks away from me, and then he looks back and he goes, you're not gonna like it. I was like, no, dude.
It's an under.
Yeah, I was like, no, dude. And then one of the kids turned around. He's like, it's the first quarter under. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing, man?
That was so sharp.
So
sharp, dude. It's
12
crazy.
and a half. I go on
It's crazy.
FanDuel. It was at 10 and a half. And I'm like, guys, it's 10 and a half on FanDuel. And we're like, yeah.
Like it got like bumped
Uh,
up.
Bummed out.
Yeah, I don't know why FanDuel
Oh,
had it at
you
10
had it
and a
11.
half. 10, 12 and a half. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
12.
So we were hyped about that.
Yeah.
But
It was an absolute movie. I just wish one of you guys, because it sucks because you were like, I kind of expected you to cheer more. It's like, I don't have anyone to like cheer with, you know?
And
But
you
my
were-
favorite thing about the whole experience was just like people would come up to my face, just horns down, and after, not a single horns down
yeah,
inside. Like,
no, not in sight.
suck it, little bitch. Y'all ain't got the juice like that. The downfall of Bama's here.
But honestly, that was my first SEC game ever. Was it your 1st? You guys' first?
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy. Like the
Stadium,
environment.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. The big big screens in all 4 corners of the stadium was so freaking cool.
Yeah, I just had to like literally just soak it all in a couple of times. It was so fucking electric. I'd never
Yeah.
been in a football stadium like that before.
Yeah,
except
there's
like
a
the
couple.
Super Bowl. But
Yeah, there was a couple times where you just were like,
yeah.
That was a very like ritzy campus too. I just was not expecting that. I thought it was gonna be like real like country or whatever. No, it's nice. Very,
Yeah.
very, very nice.
I
Very
know.
nice.
And being in Tuscaloosa, I was kind of expecting like a shithole, low key.
Same. Yeah.
But no, the campus was so clean,
gorgeous.
so nice.
It was.
shout out Phi Psi for letting us hang out for a
Yeah,
little
dude.
bit.
Fucking
can we talk about
super
that?
nice.
please?
Austin Matthews, dude,
What?
showing us around.
Yeah.
Austin Matthews.
Wait,
It
what
looked
happened?
exactly like
Like
Austin
Austin
Matthews. I'm not kidding. Like,
Like-
the mustache,
Like I might need to see a pic.
flowy hair.
Like lettuce.
Yeah.
Like he probably pulls.
And he was a homie.
He had a
such a
girlfriend.
homie. Such a
Yeah.
homie.
No, he's a
Wait,
super nice
so
kid.
what,
Shout
he-
out Ryan.
He just like showed you guys around the campus or like what?
No,
He was the one that basically was like, yo, come to the house like before the game and shit, and like was letting us do like a bunch of content with like
yeah,
his, like
we were
brothers
just
and
sweating
shit.
out games in the frat house with some of the kids.
What frat did you guys go to?
It's Phi Psi.
Phi Psi.
Phi Psi.
And I got kicked out of it.
I mean, yeah, there's like old guy in the frat, like being
Yeah.
a security guard. Yeah, couldn't vape in there. and like he was kicking kids out for like vaping or like.
What are we fucking?
Yeah,
It
I
was the
like,
weirdest
I was
like
what's going on
cult
here?
feeling place I've ever been
I
in.
mean, that's
It was
SEC,
weird.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
No
That's-
vaping.
When they kicked me out, I was like, "Yeah, we're winning this
He
football
wasn't
game."
serious though. I was talking to Ryan. And he was like, "She's not have to leave. Like, I'll just go to the social chair right now." So that was like not like
I
that
just
guy
felt
was
so
definitely like on his high horse, being like, "Only the parents can wear Texas."
I thought he
stuff,"
was
but, like,
joking at first. I really couldn't understand what he was saying because he had like 2 teeth. But I was like, he was just like chirping. I thought it was a joke at first, and he was like, "No, like you gotta go." And I was like, "What?"
No, you didn't. Have
And
to
then like
leave.
walking through the crowd, you could hear like, "Why the fuck is a Texas fan in here?" I'm like, "Relax, dude.
I mean,
Maybe because we're playing here tonight. Maybe I don't know."
the expectation that you're going to be welcomed anywhere in Tuscaloosa with that.
but it's
jersey
just
on was
being
crazy.
nice, like-
no, yeah, but they're not going to be nice. It's Alabama fans. They don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah,
they've
I
been
mean,
on top of
I'd
the
be
world
bad too
forever.
if I had a team.
I'm
like
sure the
that.
same thing would happen if we went to UT and I wore a fucking Mac
Yeah,
Jones
you would
jersey.
get-
Like, they would be brutal.
They're
Yeah.
really nice.
They were brutal to
fans,
us
though.
in TCU gear. They were fucking shitting on them before
Yeah.
pregame when we went to TCU Texas in Austin.
I feel like
I don't remember
really, especially like down south, like in SEC schools, like they'll be brutal to any away team. But I mean, yeah, Texas.
Texas is
since-
easy because like we
It's
have.
so easy just
yeah.
to throw them down. You know.
And
what
also
I mean?
just a reminder: this way, it's still a
I
Longhorn,
mean, bro,
baby.
I'm gonna be wearing full Penn State gear to that Ohio State game.
Yeah,
in
we're
Ohio
gonna get
State.
fucking
Bro,
brutalized.
we literally committed like one of the worst things you could do as like a football organization. Like, and I'm about to go fully decked out in our gear. Like,
Yeah.
We're
But
gonna
it's
get-
just like
we're
weird, just
gonna get
grown men being mean to
brutalized.
a girl. It's like just
oh,
show
man,
some
they
respect.
don't discriminate.
Show some respect. Oh,
don't
they do.
They don't
I do in other ways.
Yeah.
I knew Saturday was gonna go fucking south, right out of the gates with that fucking Colorado-Nebraska game.
It was a crazy weekend.
Uh,
But like again, his first home game as a Power 5 coach. Like, why are you taking a team that literally was like battling Minnesota going into Colorado?
Trent
like,
sent me the Nebraska slip the night before, and I just go, man, even if Nebraska wins, is it even gonna feel good?
Oh, it was gonna feel so good, bro. I can't believe the sports books had to pay out fucking everybody that's on sports who had Colorado. Like, I just was refusing to believe that was gonna happen. I was on Twitter everywhere I
Yeah.
see
That's what-
Colorado ML. It's free. It's a whale.
And like, don't get me wrong, I lost a lot of bets this weekend,
Mhm.
but like that, like just being a spectator for that game was probably my best decision all weekend.
100%.
Yeah,
Dude,
did
it's this. It's like the same thing though. Like, obviously the books matter and all that money matters, but like at the end of the day, like they're not. Like, the players don't go out there being like, no way Vegas is going to pay out, like, if we win. Like, if you listen to the way Dion talks to these kids, like, they think they're winning the national championship.
Yeah, for
He was like, no
sure.
one comes into our house to embarrass us. Like, this shit's personal. And they literally come out there, like, ready to beat the dog shit of any team that they play. Like, Matt Rule is not getting Nebraska up the way that Dion's getting Colorado up to play at home. Like, ever.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all
Even when
saw.
you hear Matt Rule talk about it.
25% of all bets, like sports bets in general, were on Colorado.
Like, that's
That's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
But I would
We've
love
never
to
seen
know
it.
just how much money was on that game. I would love to be able to find
We've
that
never
out.
seen anything like that. And
Mhm.
like vintage square ass Book It with Trent would obviously have nuked Colorado.
Nuked
But
Colorado.
spite betting,
But
you
I
like to do
spite
that.
bet it, try to get sharp with it. Just a
Your boy
mixture.
Krabs was on it.
Betting with emotions is
He
just not
finally
how you.
admitted that under wins isn't hitting.
Yeah, he just.
I'm still riding that under wins bet, man.
Dude, that is.
Stop
Did you
it,
put
bro.
money on that? No.
They're
So I'm
ranked.
backing them
I was
up.
like, please don't.
I'm backing them up.
Colorado's
support-
ranked to what now? 22?
18. They're 18 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support Krabs, but that was like,
Did
I don't know
Col-
why we're fading this team.
Did Colorado
No.
win that game, or did Nebraska give it to them?
They won that game.
They won
I
the
don't
fucking
think
game.
Shador Sanders,
No.
like,
They won
what,
that
dude?
game.
I don't think so, bro. They didn't win the first half.
Don't be
Shador
okay,
threw
but
for, like,
don't be,
400
petty
yards.
after you lose the bet.
They
and be
didn't
like,
w-
what for? Like, you like
Dude.
what, dude?
The first half, I will fucking die on this argument that they did not win that first half. It was given to them.
What do you?
Dude, like,
Dude,
I'm not gonna do.
Did you watch the
But
fucking
this
game?
is but this is Jeff Sims. Like, you're gonna be like, they fucking lost the game. Like, I've watched Jeff Sims last year. I watched him the first game. He can't throw the ball. He can run the ball really, really well. And what happened? He turned the ball over like 4 times.
That was the worst
Yeah.
performance by a fucking quarterback in any league of football I've seen with my own 2 eyes.
Damn. Shout
I
out
will-
Justin.
I will come out and
Wow,
say
that's
that.
crazy. It's almost like Chandler Morris doesn't exist.
Dude, we put up 45
kidding.
points. He put up fucking 7.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you just should have never done that.
Big Ten football, baby.
That is literally big.
They,
time.
they made it feel like crossing the 50 was fucking impossible.
I also
Yeah.
love Krabs' tweets like, just wait till Sanders plays against Big Ten defense because he's not ready, and he just fucking dropped
Yeah, they
30
get, like,
seconds.
600
It is
yards on
literally,
him.
Like Shador Sanders might be the most calm, cool, and collected
Yeah.
quarterback I've ever
Oh, yeah.
seen.
Fuck the
He's
Bucs,
so
dude.
comfortable in the pocket. Like, he doesn't run away as soon as he feels
fading.
pressure.
Dude,
Like,
he
he's
steps
just there.
up or steps to the side. Like
Yeah.
he never flushes himself out unless
No.
it's like a necessity. This is what I don't want you to do though. Like don't
Spite
now
bet them.
spite
Yep.
Colorado
Yep.
all year. Like it's
I'm
fun
not.
to be a part of this ride with them and like
Yeah.
being like supportive of them. Being one of the like 7 people in the world right now that hates Colorado and wants to see them lose is going to be a miserable experience this year.
Yeah.
Just
So
'cause they beat
Crabs and
TCU.
6 other people.
Sign me
It's
up,
just
man.
unfortunate they played y'all first game.
Sign me
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Like you guys just happen to be the team that got the first taste of them, and then
Mhm.
Nebraska was next.
I just can't wait till they get fucking exposed.
Who do they play
It's
week
not going to
3?
be exposed. Like they're going to lose
Yeah,
a
they're
game
gonna
bad,
lose.
but like, and they might lose 2 games really, really bad, but it's not going to be like exposing. Like they're a good team. You don't go 2-0 and as a bad football team. You don't.
Yeah. But you might as well just find another team to root for because TCU ain't it.
Yeah. Well, it ain't Colorado. And then I try to get
Penn
cute.
State.
Try to
Sorry.
get cute with it. Fucking fading the worst team I've ever actually seen, Kent State against
Oh
Arkansas,
my
who's fucking a
Don't-
wagon.
Don't even get.
Yeah.
I had to Venmo my bookie twice early.
38-point spread. What are we doing?
I Venmoed him on Friday, and I Venmoed him again on Saturday after Arkansas lost. No, I'm joking. They didn't lose, but
I actually thought that they were about to lose outright. As a
Kent
30
State looked like really good, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the same Kent State team that we took team total under 3.5.
It is. That
They
is
And
still-
the
they
same team.
looked.
They didn't even score a touchdown though. Still,
They didn't score a touchdown, but they
Yeah.
looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I told Mikey like week 1, it's like just take those big spreads like the underdog because like the big team, like they normally play like a very vanilla playbook. They're not going out there just to slaughter, and sometimes it does happen regardless. But a lot of times you just take that dog because it's hard to win by 38 points.
Especially when it's, I'm learning now, especially when it's not a team that you know is like a powerhouse. Like if it's not this year, if it's not a Penn State, a Bama, a Texas, like anyone in that top 10, I'm not sniffing anything over like 28.
Yeah.
Like Penn State was, I think, minus 40 to Delaware. Like they beat them by like 1,000. Like teams like Arkansas playing like a Kent State, like they're not deep in every position like these top 10 teams are in the country to the point where like covering 38. Like I lost my ass on Georgia Tech and Akron. I took Georgia Tech minus 40.
Your wagon Akron didn't cover.
They won by 1
Oh,
and like not a good showing. But I took Georgia Tech minus 40 because I was like, okay, Haynes King is like solid. Like that offense should run. And they did, but it was 41-7. So their defense couldn't get a stop. Like when you take a spread like that,
Yeah.
you have to have a defense that'll get a stop. And outside of this top 10, like an Arkansas defense, they're not going to get stops for 4 quarters. Like Kent State will get a field goal or 2 field goals. So like 38 becomes so slim when you don't have a defense that's like a Big Ten defense that's in the top 10 or one of these like SEC Big 12 schools that sit in that top 10 the whole time.
yeah.
Well, while we're on the topic, I just want it to be known that Penn State football players definitely know the fucking spread. And
Yeah, you guys for sure know. the
definitely
spread.
betting on our own games.
News is out. Penn
Dude,
State
I-
knows the
No,
spread.
it's bad, guys. Like we are
No, it's good.
covering the spread. Well, might have to start betting on Penn State spread because I promise you, Franklin might be nuking it on an offshore book. Like this
Did
team,
they have a miracle cover this on week
not
2?
a miracle cover, but like
They made sure they covered.
yeah, it was like you can turn it off at halftime.
They're
We're
leaving Drew
covering.
in for too many.
Yeah, I was about to say it's almost like Drew's like, well, maybe just rest him up 40. No, it's 42 and a half. All right, Drew's coming out as soon as we cover.
Yeah.
As soon as we cover, he's coming out.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it's always like that last drive where you're like, oh, we need one more touchdown. And,
Yeah.
like every other school would be like, let's get him out of here. And Drew just comes in and like.
It's like all the
scores.
parents who don't bet are like, why is Drew still in? And all the players or all the kids like in the student section are like, yo, you got
Keep
him,
him
Drew.
in.
Keep him in.
One more drive.
One more touchdown.
One more drive.
Dude,
So you know everybody in the.
I didn't have
section.
money on that Texas Tech Oregon game, but
What a game.
that was one of the worst beats I've seen for sure all year. But what a way to fucking lose Texas Tech plus 6.5.
Yeah.
That was pain, bro. An
You know-
interception on the last drive.
Yeah.
How about that over?
It went over, right?
No, it was
Oh,
68.5. And that touchdown at the end put it exactly at 68.
Wow.
And you think if
Whole lot of
Texas
shit.
Tech drive scores, they probably go for 2 or whatever. Like, and
Yeah.
they go over.
That's
And it
pain,
doesn't
bro.
go
Everything.
over, dude.
I mean, they got that line
Penn State would have gone
right
for 2.
on the money with the total and the spread.
68, dude.
Crazy.
68 was.
Penn
that
State
was
for
the-
sure. They'd have been like, let's go for 2, boys. Why
We
not?
would
Let's just see.
have got the interception for a touchdown and then
Yeah.
kicked it onside kick to try and get the over.
I just like could not have been like That was the last leg of my parlay was at over. I had Iowa, OU spread, and then that over, and to lose by like the hook was just like so painful.
But yeah, no. And then after all the fucking moose shit throughout the day, started tailgating, going to Bama, had a good time. Game was electric. Lost 30 fucking units on Bama.
That was tough.
In so many different ways. Only bet I hit was that first quarter under.
That's insane.
But teased the under with Bama money line. Had Bama money line in like 6 different bozo packs. I mean, I fucking knew it.
I know we talked about it last pod. I was like, you know ball, but like you just get spiteful. Like I know you were never gonna bet Texas, but I'm like, Bama's not covering that. It's just not happening.
Both of those bets were. I mean, Texas and Nebraska were my 2 biggest bets, and those were both fucking betting with my heart, betting with emotions.
Yeah.
And lost both of them. Can't be.
You just gotta be better.
Gotta
be better.
Gotta be better.
What were you guys drinking before the game?
Claws and the high noons.
We walked into the house, and I hadn't into the fraternity house, and I hadn't had a drink all day, because I had to go I wanted to go buy like a polo, and then we had breakfast, and then we were watching the Colorado game for a little bit, and we walked in the house, dude, and I had not had like an ounce of alcohol yet, and these like 3 kids come up, and they were like, after we filmed, we did the tour, we're done filming, we came downstairs, and we were like, yo, can we get like a beer or whatever, and they got one of the pledges to go get beer. But in that little meantime where there was downtime, these kids come over to me and they're like, yo, you have to do this with us, and they hand me a natter day. I haven't had a natter day in 3 years.
Oh my god,
dude.
a natter
And they're
day.
like, we're gunning them. And I was like, fuck, dude.
Those things are
I hate shotgunning. I'm not great at it, but I was like, I've got a bunch of 21-year-old fraternity kids in a circle staring into my soul, waiting to jizz for me to shotgun this thing with them. And I'm just sitting there dude, this is gonna be so bad.
Yeah, you
And
can't shotgun,
dude, at all. Doug's, and we were in the middle of a wood floor, in the foyer.
Yeah, so you don't want to fucking spill.
Yeah, I
everywhere.
can't drop it. I can't throw it in the grass.
So you gotta
dude.
finish this shit.
So I was just dude, I dug literally Mamba mentality. I dug to my toes and just fucking put this thing away, and it was the worst tasting drink of all time. But it was it got the engines going, and thank God the kid next to me almost threw up. So I finished mine, and then he was and I was like, you good? I looked like a hero for a solid 3 minutes.
Yeah, I feel bad for the fucking pledges that have to walk around the entire day wearing a suit.
Oh,
yeah.
And then they put him for the game. I don't know if you heard this part. They put him in the top, and they have to stay in the whole game. They have to stay in the whole game.
Oh my god.
He was like, you see those kids up there? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, those are pledges. They have to stay in the whole game. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And the sun is just
It's
belting.
beaming on it.
It's not great. It's not great.
But it was just
I
a lot
love
of
that.
beer, dude.
So
beer.
you guys go to the game. It's electric for you, and kind of not as I mean, I'm sure you guys saw a good time, but tell me whose idea it was to be let's just drive home at 2 a.m. because
Yeah. So
I was never a fan of that,
No.
but
I was. So if Bama would have won and we would have won money, we probably were gonna go out, have a good time, and then end up, staying the night and then driving home Sunday. And then if we would have lost, I was like, let's just get the fuck out of Tuscaloosa, go home so we can wake up and be on our couch for
Selfish.
football.
selfish.
And sure enough, we get bitched, we lose. Mikey and I are in moose shit. I'm like, dude, let's just get the fuck out of here, man. Let's go home. Let's just pack and go. I'm taking an Adderall, and I'm sending it 8 hours. And that's
Dude.
exactly what happened. And, of course, as soon as we get home, it was nice. We're like, wow, now we have the whole Sunday to actually just enjoy.
yeah, I think you're skipping a part.
Yeah, well, so
the drive
it's
home.
2 a.m. by the way. By the time we stayed in everyone got back to the hotel. We were like, all right, should we leave? We were it was kind of split. Didn't want to leave, kind of want to leave. We need to eat. And then it was 2 a.m. We were like, all right, let's just go. So we get in the car, we pack the car with everything, and we go, and we're trying to find food, and we stop at a Whataburger, but everything is out the door.
Yeah.
Because Texas fans, Alabama fans, everyone's trying to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, fuck, we'll just stop at a gas station, dude. We're driving for 45 minutes, an hour. We pull up to the first gas station, and we had to eat at this gas station. It's 3 a.m. What do you eat at a gas station? Trent goes in and starts looking at the
Pretzel.
tacos that are on the roller, and I was like, get away. I was like, get away from that.
He was
Those are
like,
gross,
"You're not doing
dude.
that."
I was like,
man.
do not do that.
No,
And he's
those-
like, fuck.
Those have been out there for months.
Dude, he was like, fuck. And I was like, do not do that. So we when I made all the wrong decisions, grabbed all the wrong snacks.
I need to know what snacks you consider
Dude,
the
I
incorrect.
grabbed, dude, I was I literally get in the car and I was sitting next to Trent, and I go, dude, I just made all the wrong decisions. I
What
got
did you get?
I got a water, and then I grabbed
Nice.
buffalo wing blue cheese combos. Don't know why I did that.
That is a fucking miss.
I- Even another thing.
I grabbed a Love's like bar peanut mix, and then I grabbed a beef stick with the cheese stick, and I was just like, I just made every wrong decision you could have made from top to bottom from snacking. But then I was like, all right, fuck, like it's still so late, like everyone's kind of nodding off, Trent's driving, whatever. We get back on the road. 2 hours later, it's like 3:30, almost like 4 a.m. Like I'm asleep in the front, and I wake up, and Trent's just like talking, and no one was really talking the whole car because it was like 3
Everyone's
a.m.
so
Like everyone's
tired.
going in and out, yeah, whatever. And Trent, I like wake up to Trent like talking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And Trent's like, yo, can you give me the like thing? Because he has this thing where you put on and it lets you know if you're getting radar gunned. And
a police tracker.
yeah, and it, like,
You
lets
have
know,
one?
yeah. And he was like, yo, can you plug the thing in? And I was like, what's going on? And he was like, I think someone pulled out. Like we might get got. And I was like, fuck, man, like no way. And there's only one car behind us.
Yep.
And it's like, you could tell it's a cop car because it's got like super nice lights, whatever. And Trent is like, yeah, dude, he might have got us. Like, he might pull us over. And I was like, no way, dude. There's no way he's pulling us over. Like, there's no way. And then sure enough, he like puts his beam on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, what the fuck was that? And then the cherries and berries start going. And we're like, fuck,
He
man.
was driving behind us like for a solid 2 minutes
Yeah.
and didn't have his like sirens on.
Trying to see if he can get you for like.
He was running the
swerving-
plates for sure.
Swerving. Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing, but he was definitely just like running.
They
something
do
up.
that to like monitor you to see if you're like swerving it or drunk or anything like
But
that.
yeah, I'm like, guys, do I pull over? What do I do? What do I do? And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden the lights come on. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
That's
So
when you pull over.
I was going like 90. There's not a single car on the road.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
But we're not in Texas. You're not in Texas, bro.
We're in Mississippi, actually.
It's 3 a.m. Not a fucking car in sight. And dude, he was just like chilling, hiding behind like these bushes. And right away, when I drove past him, I was like, fuck.
I mean, yeah.
I thought you were good because he didn't turn out
I
like
know.
immediately. It was like
And
2
Lauren-
minutes later, and you just see a car like approaching. You're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Lauren was like, I thought you just got. I'm like, same. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, where did this car come from? It's definitely the cop.
He just like spawned in behind you.
And so I pull over, and he comes over, and he makes me get out of the car. Yeah.
Yeah, it
And-
comes to the window, like the flashlight, and we like roll down the window, and he's like, do you have license and registration, please? And like Trent's giving all the papers.
So,
And we're like sitting there, and then he's like, and can you get out of the vehicle?
I was
And everyone was like,
Yeah, we were all
Oh,
like, what
fuck.
the
yeah,
fuck?
like I've watched a lot
Why?
of cops. That's the first.
dude,
step.
that means you're fucked.
I know that means you're getting. What's it called? Drunk.
Yeah,
He's gonna make
dude.
him walk in. Did he make you walk in a straight line or
No,
anything?
no, this cop was actually such a homie. Like, he was like kind of just like a big teddy bear with a huge fucking Ole Miss accent, Mississippi accent.
Ole Miss, baby.
But I get out of the car and tell him what you were going through your head. What was going through your head when I'm out of the car?
Well, dude, so like obviously, yeah, you watch some cops, you know, like if he's getting out of the car, like it's only bad news.
It's over.
So I was like, all right, one, like in worst case scenario, for some reason, Trent gets it with like a DUI, like he gets cuffs on him, he's in the back seat. Like, all right, we're gonna have to follow this cop to the police station. We're either gonna have to like find a motel for the night or like sleep in the parking lot till he gets discharged and then drive, because we can't drive home without him. Because how is he gonna get home? So I was like, we're gonna have to go to the fucking Mississippi jailhouse, dude, and like either he's gonna get put in like a drunk tank or he's gonna get a DUI charge and have to like stay the night. Like, this is so fucked. I'm gonna have to like drive. Like, we're so fucked. Because I was like, there's no way he gets out of the car and nothing bad happens. Like, the
Right.
minute you get taken out of the
Oh,
car,
it's over.
only bad things. And we can't see anything because he left his fucking super flashlight on, so you can't even see Trent.
Oh, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
So we don't even know if he's getting like, we don't know if he's getting a sobriety test. We don't know what's going on, and we're just like sitting there. And then I guess you want to tell him what's happening while you were back there.
Yeah, it should be noted though that I was not under the influence.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
yeah,
he
no,
wasn't.
yeah.
He
while
wasn't.
driving.
No,
I didn't
yeah.
have any drinks during the game because I kind of already knew that we were gonna fucking lose and we were gonna drive home.
Yeah, I know.
But didn't have any drinks during the game and didn't have any shoes on while driving either. Didn't have any shoes on, so I'm standing on the curb in buttfuck Mississippi
At 4 in the morning.
at 4 a.m. with no shoes with this fucking cop.
Because before I fall asleep, I've never seen it done before on a road trip. Trent goes, "Yo, can you take my shoes in the back?" Who the fuck
Because
drives with no shoes?
I'm on
dude?
cruise control and my feet were like hurting, you know.
I hate when you do that.
So
Just
I'm
makes me
standing
feel
there.
so unsafe.
He's in his car, and I'm standing outside, and he pulls out his speaker. He's like, "Yo, Trent, can you come over here, please?" I'm like,
Yeah, I
"Oh,
heard that. And I was like,
I was like, "Oh shit, what's about to go on now?" So I walk over, and he just asked me like where I'm going, where I'm coming from. I was like, "Yeah, we were just at the Bama game." He's like, "Well, where are you going now?" I'm like, "Home from the Bama game." He was like, "What a game, man!" And I'm like, I'm on the fucking curb in buttfuck Mississippi. Can you just let me out or let me go, please?
Let me out.
And he was like, if it's any other cop, man, you'd be getting a ticket. I'm like, so you're not giving me a ticket, sir? He's like, nah. I'm like, dude, what's your name? He's like, Officer Wright. I'm like, you're a goat, Officer Wright. Thank you so much, man. Grab my license, get back in the car. I'm like, guys, we're fucking back.
Yeah, Trent gets in the car with the paper. He goes, we're so fucking back. I was like, what, dude?
What did the paper have on it?
No, just his
It was
papers, like
just
license and everything like that.
insurance and shit.
But
Yeah.
then we were like driving for like 20 more minutes, and then I finally like hit me, and I was like, did you have no shoes on when you got out of that car? It's like, yeah, dude, I was shoeless. Like, imagine that cop. You're like, hey, can you get out of the vehicle? And you see Trent saunter over with his socks on.
Yeah, but
apparently, apparently in some states you can't drive without shoes.
It's true.
Found that out.
But in Mississippi, it's pretty common.
He's
Why aren't you
no shoes,
barefoot,
man."
dude?
And then we were right back to driving 95.
Yeah, we literally,
You're
dude,
such an
literally, we're like
idiot,
pulling
bro.
away, dude, and he's like foot all the way on the gas with the cops
Like
still
burned
behind us
out.
trying to get off. We're
Bro.
like, dude, would you just
No,
come
I
on?
didn't. I mean, I went back to it like an hour after.
I'm gonna need you to download Waze because it'll tell you if there's a cop
I mean,
there.
not
Yeah.
at 4 a.m. and fucking buttfuck nowhere.
It usually will.
I was on Waze, bro.
Were you?
Yeah.
Waze for them to like for a cop to be on Waze, another Waze user has a report
Yeah.
that a
Oh,
cop is there.
true. Yeah.
Well, you guys made it back. I'm
Made it
glad you guys made it
back.
back at 10 a.m. I was, well rested after a night's sleep. I come downstairs and football was on the TV and everybody was asleep.
Dude, I'm so fucking pissed. The whole point of the car drive home was to be able to enjoy week one. And
I
see,
told you that was gonna happen. I was like, dude, you're gonna be exhausted because
And-
you didn't sleep the night before either.
Yeah, because I was up till 5 a.m. crafting the goddamn Surgical 6
Yeah.
video that didn't even fucking come close to hitting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
Trent was like, I'm gonna go edit this in my car. We're at like this like hotel in the middle of Tuscaloosa. I was like, you can just edit it in here, man. He's like, no, I don't want you to hear it 1,000 times. And
It
I
is
had to
annoying.
keep setting. I set alarms for 5:30, 6:30, 7:30 because I was waiting for the lines to come out for the Akron game and the Georgia Tech game because for
Staying
some
up
reason
for
a lot of these games they don't drop the spread till the morning. And I wanted to get like the quickie out like as soon as possible. And sometimes they don't drop the spread till literally like 2 hours, like an hour before the game. So like I'm waking up intermittently to like check to see if the spreads are out. And it's like 3 a.m. I like look over, Trent's on his bed, and I was like, dude, what is going on? I like texted
He was
him.
texting me, yeah.
I texted him at 3 a.m. I was like, yo. I wake up at like 4:30, still not in his bed. I was like, what the fuck? Didn't text me back. I was like, yo, what's going on? But I wasn't gonna go outside. And then I like finally fall back asleep at like 7:30. I wake back up and finally he's like in his bed. And then in the morning I was like, where were you? He was like, dude, it was fucking took so long.
well,
to
because
edit
I didn't
this."
want. You can't edit a video with Bluetooth headphones and like try and sync music with like clips because there's a delay, and it'll fuck up your entire video. So I had to go in my car, play that shit on full blast, and edit it. I didn't want Mikey to have to hear "I told you" like 7,000 times that I had to play it over and over.
Good friend.
So I was just in my car till 5 in the morning editing this video. So sketchy, bro. So fucking.
Yeah, this was
sketchy.
not like a good parking lot either. Like at
No.
night, for some reason, our parking lot turned into like just
like
The Walking Dead.
the
What
literal
parking lot?
zombies walking around
Yeah,
What parking lot?
of our
of
hotel.
the hotel.
Was it a nice hotel?
No, it was like
It was
fucking-
a motel.
It was a yeah.
You guys are in Tuscaloosa.
It did its job.
No, it definitely did its job. Like
Yeah.
were, like everybody staying there was going to this game. Like there were
Mm-hmm.
normal people staying there. But yeah, definitely should not have been in that parking lot past 5
Normal
a.m.
people.
Yeah,
There's normal people there.
Definitely should not.
But
have
yeah,
been in
I
that
come down the stairs in the morning and I'm like so hyped to watch Red Zone with my friends, and everyone's not.
I'm pissed. You just
Oh my
didn't
God,
come
wait.
and fucking shake.
Well,
my ass
everyone
up,
did.
dude.
This is a dumb narrative. Everyone, like 3 people tried to wake you up, and every time you're like,
There's no way it was like a solid effort though.
It wasn't the solid
dude, but, like
effort,
no one's
but
gonna
it's-
like be like dragging you out
Yeah,
of
Dude,
your
I wish
bed.
you would like pour water on me next time that fucking happens, bro.
It's just like after hearing the story of your night and I knew how much piss you were in the day before. It's like the last thing I would want is for someone to be like, "Get the fuck up! It's football." It's like, dude, you're down 2 racks after the
Yeah,
Bama game.
nothing
Yeah.
was going your way.
And
in the
you're
games
like, it
either,
was low-key a
dude.
blessing that I didn't wake you up because you would have been down even more coin because you would have nuked the Vikings live. You would have nuked the, like the Seahawks when Gino was
He's
down a
got you
touchdown.
pinned.
Yeah,
At least we could do is let you sleep.
The
Spot
exact
on.
2 games he would have got him all.
Probably saved me. At
And you
least
would
a
have taken the
couple
Commanders -7 because Krabs said Sam Howell was MVP.
But before we go to football, before we go to the NFL, really quick. So we get in at Friday. Lauren and Nick went to a country concert.
Yeah.
And Trent and I were like fiending to go get food. And I was like, yo, there's an Olive Garden. like, let's just go to this Olive Garden because he didn't want to get fast food. And when I was in college, me and a couple of my buddies used to always go to Olive Garden. We'd get like baked out of our minds and then go to like an Olive Garden like once every like month. Because you get like the unlimited salad, like you get the breadsticks. It's just like a good bit. And there's a thing on the menu called the Tour of Italy. And like my one friend used to get literally smacked, like incoherently fucked up. And we'd go to Olive Garden, and every time like he wouldn't say a word till he sat down. Then he'd be like, I'm going to take a tour of Italy tonight, boys. And it's like, you get a chicken parm, you get fettuccine Alfredo, and you get a lasagna all on one plate, and it's called a tour of Italy.
Good Lord.
Taking the tour, boys.
Yeah, it'd be like, we're taking the tour tonight. So we like go into Olive Garden, we like sit down, we like get the menus. I get like the bottomless salad. Trent got like spinach dip. And we're like sitting there, and I like tell him the story. I was like, oh, dude, I like started laughing. He was like, what's so funny? I was like, dude, when I used to come here in college, like my one friend would always like get the tour of Italy because he thought it was like such a good bit. We're like sitting there, and the waitress comes over. And Trent just goes, we're taking the tour tonight.
No way you said that.
I was like, let's go to Italy.
So Trent comes out with this massive platter. It's like a king's feast. And we're like talking about the Alabama game. Little did we know he's going to take the tour of Italy and then just get banged down.
Trent's like, I want to go to Rome, Florence, Napoli. You know what? Let's take a trip by. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, he's going to Italy.
My first time ever going to an Olive Garden.
Took the tour.
No way.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
what I said. I was like, no way.
Did they still do the unlimited soup and breadsticks?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you muck?
Breadsticks.
And the salad's really good
The
too.
breadsticks are unreal.
I always
Breadsticks
get the
were
salad, though.
muckage.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
breadsticks were
That shit
muckage.
was fire.
But yeah, speaking of muckage, this first week of NFL
Dude.
went
my
about as poorly
pockets,
as I
bro.
thought it was going to go.
I just
And-
can't believe I woke up to Carrie Underwood singing, man.
I feel like just going around the circle, I want to hear everyone's experience of week one, but
Yeah.
I had an awful NFL betting year last year. Like, I would not be shocked if I was hitting at like a 30% clip. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was bad. And I was like, week one, I'm going to do the opposite of everything I would normally do. And the opposite of everything I would normally do is I'm going to take the weird spreads.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, the Patriots are only plus 3.5 to a team that was just in the
No
Super Bowl.
sense, bro.
Taking the Patriots.
Right.
Anthony Richardson is a rookie playing who I think is going to be a top 5 team in the NFL this year, the Jaguars, and it's only a 4-point spread. I'm going to take the Colts. The Steelers are only plus 2.5 to arguably
Yeah.
the best roster in the entire NFL. I'm going to go ahead and take the Steelers. And then I was like, the Bears, a team that everyone literally is throating, are favorites at home to a Packers team that literally lost every important piece. I'm going to nuke the Bears. And I literally went 0-4.
So
Like, if I was just me, like normal me, the way I bet college, like everything else in my life, I would have been like, I'm fucking nuking the Niners. I'm fucking nuking the Jaguars. Like, I would have just been laying shots on favorites all around the board. And instead, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to be sharp. And I literally lost almost every bet.
So there were spots like that on the slate. You just got so unlucky because the Rams won.
The Bucks covered.
The Bucks covered. You know what I mean? So there were those spots where it's like, okay, I really want to take Kirk at 1 p.m. to beat the piss out of the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. And, you know, there were people like that I had Vikings money line in almost every parlay with Trent. Like, I loved Geno at home against Matthew Stafford without Cooper Kupp. And what do you know? The Rams literally didn't even use Cam Akers. They used the second guy. I forget his name. But he went off. And it's just like, what's his name? Kyron Williams. Who? Exactly. He won a football game against Geno Smith in Seattle. But no, I mean,
I feel like I picked every fake sharp line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, that's
I
exactly what
fucking-
it was.
I hate fake. You know what the definition of fake sharp was? Colts plus 5. Like,
Yeah, I was on
Also,
it.
the Giants.
Oh my God. I'm happy I was on the right side of that game,
yeah,
but
same. I had no, because I didn't place any.
That
any-
was an absolute beatdown.
Yeah.
yo, you
I was not expecting that.
The only
shut
wagers,
out.
Shut out at home.
the only wagers I had for Sunday were the surgical 6 and then the cheeky teaser I threw.
Yeah.
And then obviously slept through the entire fucking slate. Didn't have any other bets. But thank fuck when we woke up and got home, Cowboys games was just starting.
That's so massive.
For the coin back, I just wailed the Cowboys -3 and just prayed to God it hit.
Yeah.
And that was an absolute smackage.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
You can't
shit.
pay Daniel Jones that much money and then get shut out week 1.
I mean, holy crap.
Dude, I said shit about Giants. I said shit about Daniel Jones, and then you guys just came for my neck. So, not you guys, but Giants fans came for my neck. I was like, Daniel Jones is not an elite passing quarterback. Like, he's going to need to use his feet. Like, he doesn't have that juice. And I was like, people were pulling up stats that I don't even know existed about Daniel Jones. It's like, he's an elite quarterback. He can make the pass. Like, he minimizes turnovers. Like, all this stuff. I'm like, dude, you watch him. Did you use the eye test for Daniel Jones and tell me if that man's ever going to be better than top 50% of... I don't even think he's a top 50% quarterback in the league. I think he's probably like top 20.
No, he fucking sucks.
He sucks.
Giants fans, I hope they're
I
crying.
thought the rush, your little square, I thought that was
He
in good
start-
hands the first drive.
So he
'cause
was,
he was
after the
taking
first
off.
quarter, he was on pace for 120 rushing.
Yeah. His first like 3 rushes, I think he had like 35 some yards.
He had 30.
He's going to get it.
He's gonna get it. There's gonna be he's gonna play some shitter team, and the Giants are gonna be in a really close game where he's just scrambling every 3rd and 8.
100 yards is so much. though.
It's
'Cause,
a
like,
lot, but it just takes one like 40-yard,
Yeah.
and then he just needs those little 10-yard
Yeah.
spurts.
Well, I heard the announcer. He was like, we talked to Daniel Jones, and he was saying he needs at least 75 rush yards to beat the Cowboys. I was like, oh, Chelly, like
Wow.
you might,
Yeah.
you're
No,
in good
he-
hands. Like he's
he's-
already wanting to run.
Yeah.
So
He can move, man.
he can move.
No,
Yeah.
he did look good running the ball, but
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that ain't his position.
no.
yeah.
No.
I mean, like, the power rankings in the NFL right now, I don't even know. Like, Cowboys are probably, just in terms of performances, Cowboys are probably number 1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Niners are one.
The
Niners
defense
might
is
be
nuts.
number
Cowboys
1.
defense, I was like, okay, wow. Like they look really good.
It's probably Niners and Dallas is the 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah.
So Joe Burrow underperformed. The Browns didn't even look that good.
I think Joe, he finished with like 70 pass yards or something, if I'm not
Bad.
mistaken.
Bad.
80 maybe.
You know what's
But
crazy is that you would think the Cowboys won by 40. Dak surely had 40 fantasy points, right?
no.
I think he had.
There's the defense.
I think he had 7 fantasy points.
Yeah.
It
They
was
didn't
the
have to do
defense, and they
anything.
ran the ball.
Yeah.
Pollard had like 2-3 touchdowns, I think.
It was just such a
crazy.
testament to how washed Ezekiel Elliott is, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the way they ran the ball last night was, like, unconscious.
Pollard should have been RB1 years ago,
And
but
that
they
kid
just
behind
love Zeke.
Pollard, who was that? What was his name?
I thought it was Pollard.
There's a kid behind Pollard that was also just feasting.
Oh, yeah. I can't think of his name, but yes.
Is it not
I know who you're talking
Juice?
about.
Nah,
Oh, but
No, it
Turpin
wasn't
was running the
Juice.
ball.
Turp?
It was
No,
probably
it wasn't
Turp.
Turpin.
Oh.
Yeah, he
it was
had
like
the
colder.
Okay.
It was like
nickname was
colder.
the Bull.
The bull.
Oh,
Turp
okay.
found the end zone. Love to see
Can you
it.
find
Yeah,
his
he
name,
did.
Josh?
I
Yeah,
love
Turpin
Turp.
found the end
Mhm.
zone. I love Turp.
Yeah, he's goated.
Yeah.
Except it feels like, I don't know if you guys like watch this too. Whenever he catches a punt, it looks like he's gonna crib it, and there's always one time where it just seems like he makes the wrong decision.
Yeah.
Where like the
Yeah.
right looks wide
Yeah.
open and he
Yeah.
spins to the left, or the
Yeah.
left looks wide open and he like doesn't go left. And it's like, dude, if you just that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to
Not that I know
take
ball.
those back all the time at TCU,
Crib
just
them
crib them.
shits.
Who
He's
would have
electric.
thought?
What is his name?
is Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, Dowdle.
Okay, Dowdle.
Kid is crazy.
He's pretty good.
He runs like Pacheco, just angry.
Who
I
would have
thought Juice
thought
Holmes back.
that we would all be sitting here come Monday 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Falcons 1-0 for Lauren, Rams 1-0 for Trent, Raiders 1-0 for me.
Rams.
Aren't you a Rams fan?
Oh, you're talking favorite team.
Yeah, teams.
favorite
Oh,
teams.
yeah.
And now we got Mikey come Monday night. Need the Jets to complete the WBC's
Yeah.
favorite team sweep. It all comes down to you.
I mean, the pod is gonna come out after the game, but it does, I guess.
It does come down to you. And I was like, Falcons almost lost that game for a second. For a little bit, they were.
Then they took control.
Then they took control. True. Rams. Nobody had them beating the Seahawks, and if you did, I mean, God, caps off to you, because if you took the Rams at like plus 220, you were just.
Mm-hmm.
There's no value there, like to take Stafford.
The
Yeah,
Raiders
there
impressed
is.
me. The Raiders, I was
Really?
like, all right.
Garoppolo is.
He's better.
He's a. He's. I mean, he just knows how to win football games.
Yeah.
Like. I'm not gonna. I'm
He's
not gonna
been part of
sit.
a winning
I'm not
team.
gonna sit.
Like
well,
you can't. Like you can't. I can't. No, you can't. You're not allowed to sit here and like start talking good about the Raiders. Like I can't
I
allow.
literally
it.
took
Because
you-
the shit you.
Am I crazy?
I said that there's a chance they do, but I'm not.
Dude, would
Okay.
you fucking come on, man? You sat here and said, if you want to win the Survivor Pool, speaking of,
Yeah,
who thought
dude,
we'd be
that's a
sitting here?
bit.
I'm out.
Oh.
You're
That
out.
was
I
a
was like,
bit.
oh,
Hasn't
word. Let me tell Chelly and his confidence.
Yeah, dude, I can't. You can't sit here after you literally sat for 3 straight episodes and we're like, Survivor, you want to win the Survivor Pool? Take the Raiders against the Raiders.
That
It
I
was
thought
a
you
fucking
called
bit.
them to beat Denver week 1, but maybe I'm wrong.
You
I
definitely
guess.
work for the Bucks, bro.
Yeah, dude, you're a fucking industry plant.
Definitely playing with
Dude,
the
I don't know how
numbers.
this guy has money anymore because, and then it's like the replies like, he works for the Bucks. That's all.
It's not even his money anyway. It's all Monopoly money.
And I
Yeah.
literally backed you up this weekend. I was like, dude, I promise you that Venmo on Monday is as real as it
I
gets.
fucking hate that. Like that comment. That
Yeah,
shirt,
because we're already fucking like Venmoing our bookies on Mondays, and then the fact that somebody's like, well, he gets paid from the books to bet. It's like, dude, shut the like. You actually need to understand that I just Venmo my bookie 1.5, and I'm going to rock you in your face if I ever meet you.
like you could shirt me for anything else, and I won't give two fucks.
Dude, during college basketball, I remember I had like a losing day. I think I full faded on like I think the post had like a crazy amount of views, but I full faded. It was like 0-5. And I'll never forget, one of the comments was like, damn, like this kid sucks. And then there was a reply. This kid went paragraph mode. And he goes, I hope you guys realize the books pay him to shill out bad picks.
Yup.
And then whatever money that you guys put on it, he gets paid out because he gets you guys to donate to the book. And I was like, if you think
And he like made up a percentage.
that there is a fucking ladder scheme where I go, you're going to want to take Nebraska plus 3.5. And then whatever handle comes in on Nebraska, I get paid out because you guys are donating to the book.
Yeah, my whole
It's great.
It's huge.
my whole thing is like, you think I'm driving a Hyundai Santa Fe if I'm getting paid by the books, buddy? And I promise you, I'm in a much better situation than
I
I
want to
am.
make a video of like what people think my day to day looks like, and I'm like walking in the office, and it's like the Prize Picks dudes like, all right, Trent, we need
That would
you.
be
To,
funny.
We need you to fucking shove.
Dak
beat-
less than 12 and a half.
Shove
minutes.
losers down their
we
throats.
need- yeah,
Like,
like
dude, if
they're
it was
like-
like that, yeah.
It's like the Prize Picks guys are like, all right, Trent, one thing's for sure. Dak Prescott's in the go whale.
we need you to push Kenny Pickett this year. We need that narrative on all your posts. All right.
But if anything, it would make no sense for the books to pay us to give out losing picks because then you would lose your money and you wouldn't deposit because you get discouraged
And you stop playing.
and you stop.
Yeah.
Like that would make that whole scheme would make no sense.
Like Prize Picks literally wants us to win, like so badly,
So badly.
so that we make videos about it and fucking get people to sign up and do the same.
Yeah.
But no, we have
We're in
corporate,
the same battle as you guys.
we
so
have
it's
corporate
like,
meetings about what to spoon feed the cake down your throats.
Kenny Pickett would be. We need you to push Kenny Pickett this year.
But
We
in all,
need you to tell everybody that Dak's throwing a pick tonight.
but like all jokes aside, like I need to start hitting some bets,
yeah,
guys.
no, can we fucking lock the fucking?
This is like this weekend was my worst weekend of betting since first week of Frosty 5.
dude. But it went under the radar. But that fucking San Francisco Giants run line on Friday night at 3 a.m.
You
or
called it.
2 a.m.
You called it.
It's a tale as old as me, mob, bro. We're up by 2. I have the run line. I'm sweating this shit out.
Top 9.
Top of the ninth. No outs. Nobody on base. Or 2 outs. Nobody on base. Single. Fucking
Stole
stolen base.
second.
Single.
I can't believe you
run.
have me sweating that out with you, dude.
Dude, I was like, Shelly, bro. I know how this shit goes.
Yeah.
It's crazy how I just like can feel
Dude,
it.
but like
You know
we're
ball.
we're sitting in our hotel room, and that was the day where Indiana played, and what was the other?
Kansas.
Was it Kansas? Right. And I took Indiana and I took Kansas, and he knew I was on Kansas because we got in the car, and the first thing I said was, "Yo, I just put $100 on Kansas." We
Oh yeah.
are in the car 4 hours later, and I see a tweet.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I might be in my bag," and he teased fucking Illinois and the under, who was playing Kansas. And I was like, "There's no fucking way. I just got in this car and told you I put 100 on Kansas, and you just teased
like
fucking
he
Illinois."
gets so mad.
He gets so mad,
So
bro.
mad.
Dude, but so we're sitting there, and his bet is dog shit. Kansas is like
Yeah,
literally
that
like
was free
pistol
cheese.
whipping them like in
Yeah.
Kansas. Like Jalen Daniels is a fucking like magician, still is. Like it was never. That's the only reason I took Kansas, because he was back. And we're not like, we didn't speak for like 4 hours in the hotel room. Not because we were like mad at each other. There was just like no words exchanged. Like things were just happening, like both on our phones, like just not speaking. And I'm just checking Twitter as the night goes on, and like Trent is just like live betting. Every tweet I see, like, all right, yeah, the Rangers for the coin back. And then I see him like quote tweet it. It's never the Rangers. And then it's like we're going, and it's like 2 a.m. and I see the tweet. It was never Giants minus 1.5 for it all back. And the first word we said to each other since being in the hotel for like 4 hours, I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, stop. I literally was like, stop. Like, we have a full college, like, just stop. And he was like, I know. He did that, like, you know that Trent now he does where he's
Yeah.
like,
The whole time he's like, give me like one of those like overs you like. And I was like, Trent, we have football tomorrow, buddy. We have a full slate. I'm not forcing anything
Dude,
to you today.
I'm like so over baseball. Like
yes.
I've moved on. If you see
Tuesday,
me,
Wednesdays are gonna suck.
I'm just not. I'm just European hockey, man.
It's tough. Can't even fucking think about dialing back into baseball Tuesday, Wednesdays.
No.
But we're
I'm
gonna
just
have
so
to.
over it.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Pitch cake.
No pitch kick.
Our Will Be Seen Go Well might have been one of the worst things we've ever put together.
The NFL one.
Yeah, it's
Chill.
just. I mean, it's not looking good.
It's week 1.
Amon-Ra receptions was a donk. Trayvon Diggs didn't get a pick.
Daniel Carlson didn't kick a 50
Daniel
plus
Carlson
yarder.
didn't kick a field goal. Daniel
He
Jones didn't
should've.
run.
Remember?
Jared Goff
Should've.
didn't run.
Tony Pollard didn't get a
I mean,
receiving.
well,
Tony
those are-
Pollard didn't get a receiving
Those are
touchdown.
so many things that you just need one of, and then
Yeah,
it's green.
the biggest thing is like we need Amon-Ra to start strong. It would have been nice to get a Diggs pick against Danny Dimes last
We
night when
needed
he
it
was
so
balling.
bad, dude.
He even had a forced fumble.
I think Gilmore had
Bro,
Diggs made the play too.
one.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
Dude, and fucking Tony Pollard, one of his touchdowns was a fucking shovel pass.
Yeah.
If he just fucking.
Oh,
Yeah. If it was just
touchdown,
overhand,
man.
we'd be
Fuck.
chilling.
Bro,
Oh,
I can't even hit a PP square.
speaking of, though, the Nukenheimer.
Nukenheimer looks good.
Dude, the Nukenheimer might have been subtly
been.
sharp, dude. Justin Jefferson already with a 100-yard receiving game. Olave with 112. Anthony Richardson, I think, had like 346 total yards, pass and rush. Needed that.
Wow.
If
Nah,
Garrett Wilson gets a touchdown on Monday night, that's huge. And then Deshaun Watson was the only one that really sold the bag.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
gonna need a big game out of him next.
I want to know real quick before we, wrap it up, play game. Who was your surprise player in the NFL this week 1 that popped off?
Mm.
And I'm gonna start. Maybe I'm dumb for not even being this guy's gonna have an insane year because it's week 1 and I know it's a little bit early. But Calvin Ridley, I know people were high on him, but damn.
Dude.
He looked far and above the best player on either team, offense, defense. He was clearly the best player on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to come back after the gambling and then the mental health and everything he was going through to just come back and ball out week 1, you kind of love to see it.
Yeah.
You kind of
Definitely
love
love
to see it.
it.
Dude, his first step is
As
lethal.
a
I've never seen a
gambler-
player teleport when he touches the ball.
Yeah.
It's like one move and he's fucking 10 yards further up.
Yeah, it's insane.
dude,
Kind of forgot how good he was.
Yeah,
and
dude.
It's almost because who started? Matt Ryan, and then I don't think he played a snap with Ritter. So
Yeah.
it's Calvin Ridley for me.
I mean, I didn't watch a snap of football, so I mean, in the Cowboys game, I would just have to tip my cap to the defense.
Yeah,
They look
Defense, they look
fantastic.
so good.
Micah Parsons.
I can't even tip my cap for any offensive player. Really, Tony Pollard in that game looked
Yeah,
solid,
Pollard.
but he's not really a surprise.
No.
But the defense for the Cowboys, that's a Super Bowl defense.
Yeah.
Mm. Honestly, going in and out of sleep and then watching the highlights, I have to
Mm.
say I'm actually really impressed with Anthony Richardson. I feel like
He
to
looked
come
good.
out as a rookie and obviously losing by 10 points is bad, but the amount of shit people were talking about that kid, you either loved him or you hated him, and if you hated him, you were like, this kid's going to be the worst fucking investment a team's ever made.
Yeah.
He came out and looked incredibly solid.
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything too bad. Didn't really make any really large mistakes. Rushed when he had to rush, threw some really great balls. I'm really impressed with how
He
he
had a
played.
nice little rushing touchdown,
Yeah,
too.
and the gamble that the Colts kind of took on him for him to play like that in the
Yeah.
first game, week 1, I was very impressed with Anthony Richardson.
I'd say all the rookie quarterbacks honestly played pretty solid. Bryce Young,
His
looked
situation is
solid.
just
CJ
awful. They
Stroud
have no
looked
one.
good.
Bryce Young had a 14 QBR, and I'm here for it.
I mean,
The day after his team got smacked down in 2
Wow.
interceptions. Yes, sir.
he
Yes,
still
sir.
didn't look I know his QBR was probably asked, but he still didn't look like he lost control of that offense.
He has no.
He has no help.
He
Dude,
has
he's throwing
no
to
He has
Hayden
Hayden
Hurst.
Hurst, and that's, yeah.
Dude, Hayden Hurst is fucking tight end 3 on most teams. You know what I mean?
He was pretty good at the Bengals. Oh.
Who's your surprise player?
Huh?
Who's your surprise player?
Surprise player? I really didn't have one, but I was really excited to see how Bijan looked. He got a little touchdown.
Didn't give me his 70 yards though. The fuck
Yeah,
was
he
that?
didn't. But
Tyler Algier, man.
yeah,
That
yeah,
touchdown though was dirty. He
It
caught it in
was.
the flat and was like, "Whoa, whoa!"
yeah, that was
yeah.
a great
I
first
was like,
move.
Damn.
I will say, after watching Dak last night, I'm telling you, I'm so fucking confident he's not throwing 12 and a half picks, and not
Yeah.
that even not not even that he looked locked in or looked like he was playing a great game.
Yeah.
But the way that he was just protecting the ball, sure, he had a couple passes that literally made me want to throw up because it looked like he was about to get picked.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he's going to clean that up a bit more. But it showed a lot last night how he's going to, his game plan this season, and he's going to protect
I
the
don't
ball.
know, dude.
Dude, I promise you, he's not.
so-
like,
While we're on the goat whale, real quick on your goat whale, Mark Andrews obviously not playing week 1. I watched I watched Red Zone, so I saw every touchdown from that game. Yeah, they ran the ball. They had 2 rushing touchdowns to Justice Hill, and then J.K. Dobbins obviously tore his Achilles, so he's done for the year, which sucks. But that's honestly solid for the Mark Andrews
really
play.
big.
But I mean, this Justice Hill guy might be your new least favorite player. Zay Flowers looked absolutely insane.
unconscious.
Insane, bro. Like, yards after the catch. Like, he's even finding him in the red zone. Like, I'm telling you, like, this connection between him and Zay, like, is nutty. Like, he might actually go up for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
That's huge because who are you going to guard in the red zone? And then you have Mark Andrews fucking right there in the corner. Like,
Dude, what if the Ravens trade for Jonathan Taylor now that they don't have a lead back?
I did see something about that, but
that would be sick.
they don't need it, bro. They don't need it.
that would be crazy, though.
But no, that injury to Dobbins, like, sucks for Dobbins. That's, like, honestly horrible. His career might actually be over. It's like his second time tearing his Achilles, and he had an ACL. Dobbins can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
It sucks. But Mark Andrews, like, that's huge, because in the red zone, like, they're not gonna be. Not even that he was the red zone guy.
I'm going
but-
to need one next week out of Mark for sure.
But, dude, again, like, Dak, like, saying he's going to clean that up, Dak's been throwing balls like that his entire career. Like, that's not something that he ever cleans up. Like, I think he's just the most average quarterback of all time, and he loves to force shit. Like, there is no reason when you watch those plays back for him to throw into double coverage at a fucking Ferguson tight end that
Absolutely
nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but he does it every game. He's good for 3 almost picks a game. The
Yeah.
way he throws the ball, he doesn't protect the
That's
ball.
actually such a good point.
Like, the reason why he was protecting the ball is because they ran the ball so much.
But I feel like
When they're in games and he's down and he has to throw the ball, the reason why he throws so many picks is because he just has no idea how to be like, oh, I can't fit that ball in there, I'm gonna throw it away. He literally, like, triple coverage will be like, oh, I'll give CD a chance, but it's like, dude, what are you doing in a game where you're up 40-0? The fact that there was literally 3 scares where he almost threw a pick is, like, concerning.
I was surprised they left him out there. I
I
was
know.
like, it's about time to bring Cooper Rush in.
Yeah.
And
Like,
they'll never bring Trey Lance in, because if Trey Lance has one good drive, the minute Dak does
Oh, I
something
didn't-
bad,
next
they
time,
lose.
I
no.
didn't know about that.
Cooper's been here for a while. Let's
Oh,
do
I
it.
didn't even think, whoa, I didn't even think about that.
No, they'll never bring Trey
Holy
Lance in.
shit,
a
they
blowout.
put in Cooper Rush and not Trey Lance.
Dude, they'll never put him in, dude. You don't even
We'll see.
want that in the head of Cowboys fans.
But I just feel like watching that game, it wasn't necessarily like Dak's team to fucking go out and make a statement win. It felt like a team win where Dak was a part of it.
Well, the defense had like 14 points.
Yeah,
Or 12.
But I just feel like it was like a core unit. Everyone had their role and they fucking executed it well. It wasn't like, Dak fucking put his meat on table and won this game. Like, I just feel like if he just, you said it last night,
Under
just
the radar.
like just stay serviceable,
Yeah, just-
and they'll be good.
Just be a
Just do your fucking job.
He just needs to become a gamer with this team.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to go out and make the big plays, but his problem is he wants to be the guy
Yeah.
on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
As much
Does
as he's
wanna be
like,
the guy.
for the team, like, Dak Prescott wants to be the guy where they're like, Dak Prescott throws 80 yards to CD Lamb, and it's like double coverage, but like, he's just not good like that.
I was about to say, like, it feels like Dak's been watching a lot of, like, Herbert highlights where, like, he's fitting it in, like, the tightest of windows, and, like, Keenan Allen one-handed grab. Like, Dak wants, like, triple coverage, like, get up, CD.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, like, I obviously do not like the Cowboys at all, but I do feel like Dak's very much a team player. Like,
Yeah.
he's for sure like such a good dude,
No, he's a
feel like-
great dude.
He's just all-time guy. And it's
But
like,
that's
I
what
don't
makes
like the Cowboys, but I'm like, heck, I
I
want to
feel
see
like
Dak.
for your fans that like follow
Yeah.
you on social media, it's
Mhm.
probably so confusing why you love
For sure.
love the Longhorns but despise the Cowboys.
But
What-
growing up, it's just like, I never really watched the NFL. I was just all dialed in college football, and Cowboys growing up, they just weren't very good.
'Cause
And
your
again, I
fans-
tell this story, but it's like my whole family's Cowboys fans, and just the disappointment year after year, and I was like, I'm not getting part of that. But what I do is NFL is just kind of like follow my favorite players, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, because your fans are surely most of them are UT related.
Yeah, or
fans
Houston Texans.
Yeah,
But
and love the Cowboys. So you to shit on them is kind of funny.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just not gonna be a Cowboys fan.
You know what
Oh my
I'd say? I think Dak would be a great hang.
What do you mean by that?
Like a good hang. Like he'd be fun to hang out
yeah,
with.
all-time guy.
He'd
Yeah.
be good to hang out with.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Is it?
Weird.
I was
people
like,
say
I
that
was
all
like,
the time. Like, he'd be
he's
a great
what?
hang.
Be
you
cool to
like,
hang
I
out
think,
with.
Like,
He's
I think
hanging.
Odell Beckham would be a bad hang. I wouldn't want to hang out with Odell Beckham. I feel like Dak Prescott, I'd want to hang out with Dak
Yeah.
Prescott.
If
In
you
terms
could-
of being like a good guy, like a good teammate, I feel like he'd be like a great hang.
Yeah, the whole
He'd be good to
team
hang
seems
out.
like they love him.
All right, well, now I want to do everybody name an NFL player that you would want to hang out with most, and you can't do retired because I would easily just be like Gronk.
Okay, so not retired,
Yeah.
currently playing.
Yeah, currently playing like an NFL player you'd like love to shoot the shit with, play some Madden, like bull with.
Okay. Let me.
Let me cook. Yeah, no, this is actually
Awesome.
a tough one. Josh, if you have one too, Josh, feel free to hop in. I know you love your Bears, but
I'm just gonna like talk through mine while you guys think.
Yeah.
I immediately wanted to go Joe Burrow, but when I see him in interviews, he seems too quiet. I feel like I wouldn't want to hang out with Joe. He seems like he'd be a weird hang.
Really?
Like when you
You get
watch
that
his
vibe.
interviews, like even the one with Caleb, like he just always seems like he's a little off.
Okay.
Like I feel like if you just saw him from nothing off the field, just on the field, you'd be like, God, Joe Burrow's probably so much fun to hang out with. But like when you see him in like interviews, like just the way he talks, like in the Nelk interview and like hanging out with Caleb Presley, like it just seems like
Is he like awkward?
yeah, like he's just like a little awkward. I don't know. Like
Okay.
he seems very to himself, which I think like if I'm gonna hang out with an NFL player,
Yeah, he definitely
Ooh.
is like a guy that just kind
I
of like
want-
chills.
you know what I'm
want,
saying?
I want Young Wei Koo in my blunt rotation.
Dang, that's a good one.
All right, let's do a 3-player blunt
Fucking
rotation. That
insanely
He's
makes
a
good
sense.
gangster too.
Let's do a 3-player blunt rotation. I like that better. Like 3 guys you'd want in your like ideal blunt rotation. Doesn't even have to be a blunt rotation, but it's the 3 guys you'd like. It's a Saturday, you want to drink some beers or do whatever. Like the 3 guys you want with you.
I want Young Wei Koo,
love that.
Quentin Williams,
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow.
I actually love that
literally
too.
pulled that one out of
Legacy
nowhere.
trio already.
and
Dak?
she.
Just not gonna talk to him about those under interceptions.
I would have to go with. Trying to think of a fucking like meme guy.
How about Laramie Tunsil?
Two?
Yeah, actually, I kind of like that, bro. He's got that fucking bong mask, dude. That shit's crazy. I've never done like taking a bong rip on those.
Would you guys ever throw Aaron Rodgers in your blunt rotation?
No.
Just because he's the shrooms guy?
Dude,
Unless I was dropping like acid, I wouldn't want to hang out. with.
Dude, the one that jumps out, I know you said no retired, but Marshawn Lynch would be number one.
Yeah.
All time.
'Cause
Like
retired,
he's such a
yeah.
guy. Yeah, he's such
Retired would be so easy.
He's so freaking funny.
Marshawn Lynch,
Yeah.
Darren McFadden. Like, done.
a Darren
That's
McFadden.
unreal.
Yes, sir. That's a good
Unreal
one.
Jay
blunt
Cutler
rotation.
might be a sneaky shout. I heard he just like loves beers.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
The old Bears.
Oh, yeah, no
Yeah.
retired, no retired.
Okay.
I'm probably going Calvin Ridley because I know he'll ride the lay.
Squad ride with Ridley.
Squad over Ridley.
Ridley
That's
tail
big
in the
time.
Chile.
That's big time.
You know what? I'd go. I feel like I'm gonna go 3 positions that I feel like I'd want to hang out with, and it's gonna be. I want a wide receiver. I think I'm gonna go Jamar. He seems really funny in his interviews.
Yeah,
Jamar Chase seems
I
like
fuck
he'd be a
with
guy's guy. I feel like I need someone on the defensive side of the ball, and
Sauce.
I know because Sauce kind of seems just like very. I don't know.
Plays a lot of COD. Like, I fuck with it.
He's also to himself, I feel like.
Yeah, but
too.
he just also seems like he's a little too full of himself. Like I feel like if I'm hanging out with Sauce, I'm talking about Sauce the whole time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, with the name Sauce. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I would go. I go Tyrann Mathieu. I feel like I just would
Wow,
love to
good
like
one.
talk to him about football, like his like just being like, I don't know, the Honey Badger's just like a crazy like nickname, and also like all the football he's been through. I feel like I would just love to like talk to him about it. And then the third would be Josh Allen, even though he's in my division. I hate
fuck
him.
with Josh Allen.
He just seems like the coolest all-time guy.
Yeah.
I was thinking Josh Allen, and I know I'm just doing tricks on it, but like, how do I not say Bijan?
No, it's fair.
No, yeah, but
Yeah,
he
I'm
seems
not
like a
try- I'm
nice
not trying to
guy.
do that,
But he
but
seems like a nice guy.
He's just an all-time guy too, so that'd be cool. He's a legend. So.
You know who I wouldn't want in my blunt rotation? Garoppolo.
Dude, just fucking move on.
Because then,
All right,
like,
give
we
me your
we go,
threes.
we go out, and it's just like, man, why I gotta be the ugly friend?
Dude, no, he might be the all-time wingman.
Nah, girls
You
just
get
want
like
him.
10.
Flock. They would flock.
Yeah, you get
For
like
him?
20. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but then at that
They'd be
point,
like, but
it's
my
fucking
boy Chelly.
standing.
He's a fan.
Yeah, dude, he's a quarterback. He knows how to facilitate.
You're like, my
Yeah.
boy Jelly is the running back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, my
Slot
my
receiver.
rotation-
Everybody give me your threes. What are your threes? No, those would be mine. I go Jamar, Tyrann Mathieu, and Josh Allen.
That's a really good 3. Fuck, dude.
Your 3 is crazy. Quentin Williams is such a sneak. He seems
Yeah.
like a goofball.
Dude, such a good.
Goofy.
I don't know why, but CJ Stroud. I feel like
Okay.
we'd have a lot to talk about, especially with Ohio State. I feel
Okay.
like we could get into it. Dude, wild one. Zay Jones.
Mm.
I really
Just
like
all
him.
rookies.
He's not.
Oh no! I thought you said it was Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers,
no.
Wait,
yeah.
Zay Jones.
Yeah,
what?
Zay Jones. So he used to play on the Raiders, and I just like saw a lot of his interviews. Like that guy seems like an all around guy.
Out of all the Raiders guys, you
Well,
could have went Devontae.
he's not even on the
Could have went
Raiders.
Josh Jacobs.
He's
But
on
all
the
the guys that
Jags
have
now.
played on the Raiders. You could have went like
Yeah.
Devontae.
I don't want to hang out with
You're
Devontae
like-
Adams.
Zay Jones.
And I also wouldn't want to hang out with D Hop. I think D Hop seems a little bit too cocky for me.
Okay.
It gives me
Okay.
little OBJ vibes.
Zay Jones, CJ Stroud.
Yeah, this is the most Shelly botted blood rotation.
And Jared Goff.
Hey guys, if you guys don't want to, and I'm there just like if you guys don't want to smoke, you don't have to. But who am I running in Madden? Give me, dude. I might just bring Derek Carr and just fucking lay.
Just to giggle at
lay
him.
into him.
Giggle.
No, I'll go. I think Danny Dimes. I want Daniel Jones there.
Dude, that is a nightmare
I
blunt.
was about to say that is the worst blunt rotation of NFL.
My
players I
blunt
think you could
rotation is
pick,
C.J. Stroud, Zay Jones, and Daniel Jones. We got the Jones brothers in the house.
Dude, that might be the
Yeah.
worst. blunt
You're definitely not bringing all the materials you need to that blunt rotation. You're gonna forget a lighter. You're gonna-
You guys, all right. Question: would you want Daniel Jones in your blunt rotation?
No,
no.
Why not?
I fucking hate the
He's
Giants.
actually a chill dude. I met him.
He seems so
Yeah.
dope.
No, I'm out.
No, he's chill as fuck.
How did none of you guys say Travis Kelsey?
Oh,
I don't want to bull with Travis Kelce. He's a hothead.
No.
No,
Let's-
he seems like a
Kelsey's a-
all-time guy.
Yeah, he's
Fuck
fucking
no. I hate Travis
such
Kelce.
He's a good time.
I actually, as a person, I don't like Travis Kelce.
That's crazy. He seems
Yeah,
like such a
make
nice
my
guy.
third Travis Kelsey, Quentin Williams, and Young Wei Koo.
That's a great trio.
That is just a great time.
Underrated trio.
I'll do a
signing
drinking
up.
one. Bijan, Kyler, my boy, and then
Devin Duvernay.
yeah, Devin Duvernay.
John Bateman.
Who would be a good? Travis Kelsey's such a good one, but we just said that.
You can put him in.
I think I'll
It's
put him
your
in.
ideal drinking trio.
He's just George Kittle. He's a good time.
That's
George Kittle's a
fucking
good one.
Great one.
Or
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
Hawkinson.
David
Jacobs.
Bakhtari too.
Yeah,
Fuck, that was a good one. George Kittle's such a good one.
I got,
he's like a dog.
I got a sneaky one too. You guys.
Oh
haven't
yeah,
seen.
here we go.
Sam Darnold. Tell me that dude doesn't.
Oh,
seem
he
like
slugs beers.
Arnold.
Especially as a
Chill.
backup now, he'll
Exactly.
show up no worries.
Exactly.
Yeah, Minshew's a good one too.
I
dude.
should have fucking said
That's a
Minshew.
good
That's on
one.
me.
All right, can we all come together?
We
Chelly's trio was fucking
Guys, I'd like
disgraceful.
to-
I was thinking about that one.
Can I change my trio?
No.
You already
So
are.
what? I'm
No,
stuck
you're-
with C.J. Stroud, Daniel Jones, and Zay Jones. Are you kidding me?
You're
What
going
do you
to
think
the
like
grave
Aaron
with that.
Donald's like in real life?
Ooh.
Awful.
You think
Guys with a
You
chip
know what
on
I'm-
their shoulder like that would
seems
be
like
he's just like too
horrendous.
intense all the
Yeah.
time, kind of maybe?
That's
He
just-
seems like the kind of guy when you've already had like 7 beers and he's had like 12. It's like, come on, don't be a pussy.
Okay,
Just like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
dude, can you fucking relax?
Man, I need to get my stomach pumped.
My stomach hurt.
Ellen, I'm gonna have to get my stomach pumped.
All right, let's play. Let's
Yeah,
play a
let's do the
silly
game. Let's do the
game.
Let's do it.
Quick, keep it quick though. we're
CJ
already-
Stroud, Zay
Yeah, we'll go
Jones,
quick
Daniel
today. We
Jones.
got
This is
3
crazy.
rounds again, same game. Guess their college. We'll start off with Trent and Mikey again.
Dude, they're
Mhm.
so
Let's switch it up actually. Start off with
Yeah, yeah. Let me cook. Let me
yeah,
cook.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Come on.
First one is Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, have fun with that one.
Oh come on, I got it.
Broncos,
Give me some.
right?
Yeah,
I'm not good at this.
This is so easy, bro.
dude. Can we switch the teams? Can we switch? Can it be like me and Mikey or Lauren and Trent? Or
No, you just gotta figure it out.
okay. I feel like we're both like.
I'm just not. I don't really watch the NFL, so I'm so tuned out.
Well, you switch it up. I feel like they're fucking stacked, and then like I'm
'cause
fucking
I don't watch-
I'm a liability.
We'll go me and Lauren, Chelly, and Trent.
Yeah, because I don't
All right,
watch
fine,
NFL.
fine. Me and Shelly, Lauren, Mikey.
Yeah.
Restart.
Does this mean we get to share jewel rips?
Emmanuel Sanders, go ahead. You can get the free point.
Free layup.
Yeah, go ahead.
SMU.
That is correct.
Yeah. Air.
Air. Air.
All right. We
You're
got second. This is for Mikey and Lauren, right?
Yep.
Demarius Thomas.
Oh, dude.
Another Broncos go. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
I'm seeing red. I want to
You
say.
just fire whatever because, again,
I don't know.
I'm no help.
I wanna say SEC.
I'm trying to think of what college did like a tribute to him after he passed. I feel like they did.
Dude, I want to say like he might be Bama.
I don't think
Demarius
Josh
Thomas
doesn't
sounds like
give you Bama.
dude. Or like an Arkansas. Like just I'm seeing red. I don't know why I'm seeing red. Or it might not be SEC. No, he might be Big Ten, dude. I feel like you could look at those Broncos wide receivers. They never
KJ
have anyone
Hamler.
crazy.
When you think
love
Big
him.
Ten, what are you seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Like Ohio State.
Dude. Ohio State.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
I want to say Oregon.
I want to say Big Ten was the right track, Trent.
Popcorn, I'm sorry.
I don't think
I'm
Demarius
no help, so I'm
All
sorry.
right, then go for it, 'cause I don't know.
Let's
I want to say
do.
Virginia Tech also.
Let's do V. Yeah, let's do VT.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
It was Oregon. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
He went to Georgia Tech.
Oh, dude, I was so off.
I was on the right
Could
track.
have been more off.
Yeah, you got the Tech part.
Yeah, you got the tech
Should be a
part.
half point.
All right.
All right, we're back to who? Trent and Shelly.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Bears player. We were talking about him earlier. Jay Cutler.
Oh, dude, I think I know, but I'm not sure.
Jay Cutler.
I know that one.
I know people. I
that
know
one.
people who are just watching this like.
I know
Say
that
it.
one. Hurry up.
Either I want to say either Minnesota or Nebraska. That could be so wrong though.
Minnesota.
That is incorrect.
Vanderbilt.
That is correct.
Bang! How'd you fucking get one?
I already-
Too
Give me the
easy.
lead now. Give
Too
me the
easy.
lead.
So quick.
Give me the lead now.
All right, let's do it. Ryan Tannehill.
Oh,
Oh, he was a wide receiver. I think it was Tennessee. We're gonna talk this out now.
Let's go, Trent. Way to be in your
go,
Duffy,
boys.
kid. Way to be in your Duff, Trent.
Hold on.
I know, but he was a wide receiver in college that they turned quarterback.
wow, you might know well.
And I think it was, definitely SEC, I'm pretty sure. And I'm almost positive it was something like Tennessee.
So
It was a
you
massive
long
school, and he came in as a wide receiver, and then they turned him into a quarterback. And he was actually in the draft as a wide receiver. When they drafted
Yeah.
him, he was a wide receiver.
Trust you got on that one. I don't know that one.
Tennessee.
Incorrect.
You wanna take our victory selfie now?
Yeah.
I've never had
Yeah,
one of these
yeah,
before.
yeah,
All right, let's get in it.
That's crazy.
Trent, who is it?
It's Texas A&M.
Yes,
sir.
so right. Fuck. Texas A&M, he said it.
All right, we got a couple running backs to finish it off.
All
Wait,
right.
we didn't win.
No, dude, it's
Yeah.
2-1.
I just took a victory
All
selfie.
right, first one, Peyton Hillis.
Wow.
No clue. Do you know?
Wow.
I have no idea.
I
I
might
think it's
be in my
Arkansas.
Duff.
Arkansas.
That is correct.
Fuck you.
Played with McFadden.
Fuck you, little
Felix
bitch.
Jones.
Fuck you.
What?
Now we're tied.
Should I delete the
All right,
selfie?
2-2. You guys are up.
Yeah, shit.
All right, last one.
That was a huge one.
This
Let's
guy's
fucking
not
go.
even known. This guy's known for a singular play. Javid Best.
Trent's in his. Why'd you make that
Is it
noise?
Miami?
Send it.
Is it Miami?
It
No.
is not Miami.
Fuck.
I couldn't even give you
What
A
team?
color.
I couldn't tell you the NFL team he played on.
Couldn't
Nothing.
even give you a
Is the
number.
color burgundy?
No.
Ron.
All right. Do you want to just guess a school? Just guess any
Wait,
school.
who is it again?
Javid Best.
Okay,
I'll-
sure.
I mean, you guys probably aren't gonna get this, but the play is like when he gets launched in the air and like lands on his head.
Oh my fuck. Oh my.
I've seen that a lot of times.
I
Michigan.
I don't
don't
know.
know. Do you want to
Cow.
just take a guess?
Michigan.
Just
Are
take
we
a
are we in
guess.
still mode?
Yeah, we're in
We're
still
already in
mode.
still
Still,
mode.
still,
Okay.
Central Michigan.
I'm gonna go
Any school.
Florida State.
Incorrect.
Wow,
He
great
went
guess.
to Cal.
Oh. All right, we're up to finish it
You
off.
remember that play? I know you do, Trent. I know. You
All right, we're up to win now. This is the last
Yeah,
one,
this is
right?
it. This is it.
No, that was it. You
That
guys
was
already
it.
won.
We tied.
2-2.
No, it's 2-2.
You guys
Yeah.
wanna run another
Well,
one?
no, it's our turn.
We need
It's
a
our turn.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll run another one.
Tiebreaker, first one to say it.
Yep.
Yeah, he
First
always
one
tries
to
to
say
find
it.
a way.
Yeah.
He always tries to find a way to win.
Let me think real quick.
Dude,
I gotta think of someone that's not like just a gimme. Or do you want a gimme?
Gimme.
No, don't do gimme.
Gimme.
All right.
It's gotta be just our
Javid
turn.
Best was-
They just went.
It probably should be our turn, but
It like literally is.
What do you mean? Wait, I get.
Like we should have like the winning pick.
No, I gave 6 out. That was.
Yeah, no, it's.
You guys just
we're
didn't
in
get
overtime.
one round because
Okay.
we stole.
all right, we're in
Okay,
overtime.
okay.
All right. I'm gonna go Bears guy because I
God damn it, dude. I
you'll
don't know where
All
they
right,
went to
I'll put this
college.
on the lines now. David Montgomery.
I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Power 5 for sure.
Come on, Mikey. Tough.
He might be in like.
Tough.
I know. I'm trying to think.
I can give you another.
Oh,
player.
oh, Iowa State.
Correct.
I gotta delete
He
this
played
video.
against
I
Dave.
do that.
He played against Dave.
That's what I thought you guys would know what he was talking about.
He played against Dave. He was behind it.
W's, baby.
It was always Iowa
The
State.
real
It was
winning
always
selfie.
Iowa State.
Fuck that shit.
The winning
Dude,
selfie was crazy.
I gotta delete this video. man.
All right, that's been another episode of We'll Be Seeing. We'll catch you on Thursday for NFL Week 2 preview,
Yeah.
college football preview, and all the rest.
We'll be.
Absolutely. And it was always the horns.
We will be.